You mentioned the Iowa wide receivers. I'll just go ahead and just get this out of the way. Isaac, I saw you in the tailgate earlier. Come on up front. I went hard anti-Iowa State. They said for the Big 12 expert picks, give me your most overrated team. I said Iowa State. Why is Iowa State up inside the top 25 with all that they lost from last year? I mean, how many times does Iowa State do back-to-back double-digit win seasons? Overrated. Good team, sure, but probably like the 6th, 7th best team in the Big 12. Not a top 25 team. They said, okay, Chip, national expert picks. Pick one team in the whole daggum country who's overrated. I said, Iowa State. You lose all that, two 1,000-yard receivers. You normally don't back up good seasons back after back, and you just won 11? Come on. 7, 8-win team. Not a top 25 team. Went hard. Kansas State, that's the pick week 1. Looking for maybe just kind of playing with your food week 2. Picking Iowa on the money line in week 3. An Iowa team total over as a lock. I got nothing left because this team just continues to just do like that last little bit. Because on one hand, and shout out to Bunky Perkins, as always, like always entertains me. But he mentioned, does every Cyhawk game start 13-10? And because Bunky also has a lot of good, golf tweets too. You know what I thought, Tom? People say like the Masters doesn't start till the back 9 on Sunday. El Assico doesn't start till it's 13-10 in the second half. And it's who makes the winning plays. And Iowa State made the winning plays.
Have you guys seen the game on paper on this?
Is it all purple?
Terrible, dude. I don't think I've ever actually seen this. At least not for a game that we're discussing in the first 30 minutes of a show. 0% explosive play rate for both sides.
Yeah, this was. Listen, if you're Iowa State, you are thrilled to win this game, but I don't know what the hell you're happy about.
Iowa State dominated EPA per dropback with 0.01 EPA per dropback because Iowa had negative 0.62 EPA.
Like Rocco was. Let me look at the stats. Through 3 quarters, Rocco was 13 of 20 for 91 yards. And then to his credit, in money time, in the 4th quarter, he was absolute nails. He was 5 of 7 for 43 yards.
I don't know. It just like this team.
Yeah, no, they make the plays when it counts. Like, of course, if they played that way for 4 quarters, you might not have to make those plays in the 4th quarter. Like, again, nothing to be ashamed of there. And I also wonder too, this is something that it'll come to Kansas State. And we've seen this with Nebraska in years past. You start the year in Ireland, you do not take a bye week. You come home, you play the next week, even against an FCS opponent, and then in the 3rd week, you're playing a rivalry game. Kansas State goes to Ireland, comes back, plays an FCS opponent, and then is playing a triple option team in Army. Like, there's just like a 3rd week kind of thing where you see these teams that make the Ireland trip, they struggle. So if I'm Iowa State, I probably wouldn't be too worried about this. Like, Iowa might just be like, if I'm Iowa, I'm worried because I might just be straight ass. Right. If I'm Iowa State, I might not be ass. I might have just looked like ass today. So I don't know. I think they need a bye week, man.
I definitely think he used a bye week. As a Knoll who was traumatized by this Ireland experience last year, I would be a little concerned if I was Kansas State about like vibes, culture, body language, chemistry. Like, I'm going to sound the alarm there. Something looks weird with Kansas State to me.
Oh,
I don't know if I can put my finger on it, but I don't know if they get that turned around. Maybe they do, but I don't know if we have their schedule that they don't look good at all.
Hey, but nobody got in a fight.
Like, they looked bad.
Yeah. They needed a late score to beat North Dakota. Then they just lost to Army as a 17.5-point favorite. But that doesn't make me think less of Iowa State.
No, my thought is that this week could be a result of that, like the travel and not having time off. Like
Oh,
they
that
could just be
Iowa
worn the hell.
State. See,
Yeah,
Iowa
they might
State
be
not
tired as
winning
hell.
by more.
Because no, like think like you go to Ireland, you play that game, you come back, you play an FCS opponent, but you get no rest, and now you've got a huge rivalry game. Like emotionally, physically, it could be wearing on you. So that way, when you get in this game, you're just not really all that sharp. And then I guess you ripped some smelling salts at the end of the third quarter and woke the hell up.
Yeah, and Iowa might be ass.
And Iowa might just be ass.
The offense is.
Yeah.
In the defense, you allowed 238 yards and lost on the road.
No, but this
That's my point about Iowa State. Like you won, but it's not like you were playing all that well.
but we, Tom, you and I were on you were on CBS Sports HQ earlier, and we were talking about this game, and I said, one of the things that I'm looking for was week one, just kind of week one. If all Bud, what I said to him is like, if all the coaches are going to tell us some of the biggest jumps you make are week 1 to week 2, I want to see it, especially if you were ass in week 1. Iowa's offense wasn't good in week 1. Iowa's offense wasn't good in week 2. I mean, are we breaking out the drive to 325?
I think we have to.
Might have to bring it back. Yeah. This was very close to an awesome day for the Big 12. And then.
Are you sure? Wait, hold on.
It started pretty hot.
Baylor
and Iowa State.
Baylor beats SMU. Iowa State beats Iowa.
And then at that time, like Kansas was up 3 scores on Mizzou.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I saw Kansas State lose. I saw Arizona State lose. I saw,
it was a horrible day for the Big 12.
But I think like after watching week 1, you're like, okay, Kansas State is not going to win the Big 12.
West Virginia loses to Ohio.
But that's a team nobody expects getting out of this year.
Yeah.
You lost to Ohio.
Yeah, but like
Wagon.
For the most part, like we don't denigrate the Big 10 when Purdue loses to an FCS team. We don't not
Yes,
the
we
SEC
do.
when the worst SEC team loses to a G5. Like there's like a million teams in the Big 12. I don't think like anybody cares perception wise if the worst team in the Big 12 loses to Ohio, which I'm not even sure that they are the worst team in the Big 12. But you were about to go 3-1 in your 4 big games today,
and then Kansas lost.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was going to be the one,
right?
and then Arizona State lost.